Hello everyone. Before we dive into today's story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss life-changing stories like this. Share this with someone you care about, because what I'm about to tell you could make a difference in their life too. My name is Thomas, and I am 74 years old. Today, I want to share with you my journey, a journey that changed my life more than 2 decades ago and continues to teach me lessons even now. I've lived a long life, full of work, ambition, mistakes, and realizations. And I hope my story helps someone understand what truly matters before it's too late. About 20 years ago, my life was very different. I was climbing the corporate ladder, working long hours, chasing money and status, and believing that success was measured by wealth and recognition. I lived in a big apartment in the city, surrounded by polished furniture, the latest gadgets, and the constant buzz of emails and phone calls. My days were filled with meetings, my nights with reports and deadlines, and my weekends, if I had any, were spent catching up on work. In the pursuit of career and comfort, I lost sight of what mattered most: my family, my children, my wife, and the small moments that give life its real meaning. One evening, after a particularly long day at the office, I decided to take a short walk near the little park where I had spent some mornings years ago. It was a cool evening, the sun was setting, and there was a soft orange glow over the trees. As I walked, my eyes fell on a small sapling, just beside an old oak tree that my wife and I had planted many years before. I stopped. For a moment, time seemed to freeze. I could see in my mind's eye the day we planted that tree, my wife laughing, the children running around, their tiny hands holding soil as we buried the sapling together. Suddenly, memories of my children flooded me. I remembered the small toys scattered around the corners of our home, toys they had long since outgrown, now tucked away in drawers or lost in the passage of time. I remembered their laughter, their first steps, their school performances that I had missed because of meetings and deadlines. My chest tightened as I realized how many moments I had missed, moments that would never return. In that moment, I made a decision. I said to myself, "Thomas, you cannot wait any longer. You must go back to them. You must be present. You must show your love before it's too late." I went home and began to plan. I visited my children's school performances. I spent afternoons at their favorite playgrounds. I helped them with homework I had never paid attention to before. I returned to my wife and started noticing her small gestures, the quiet things she did every day that I had taken for granted. Those 20 years from that moment on became the richest of my life. I laughed more, hugged more, and simply was there. But here's the truth. Even after that moment of realization, life didn't magically become perfect. I had already lost years. I had lost the chance to be present for some milestones. My children had grown older, and my time with them was now a gift, not something I could take for granted. Sometimes I would sit quietly, looking at old photographs, and feel the pangs of regret. I regretted the birthdays I had missed, the school projects I had ignored, the evenings when I chose work over family. But those regrets also became lessons, reminders of what is important. 5 years later, I made a more deliberate effort. I scaled back my work, left the late-night meetings behind, and dedicated myself to family life. I went on small trips with my children, even if they were just to the local zoo or park. I cooked meals with my wife. We told stories around the dinner table, and for the first time in decades, I felt truly connected. Those were the years when I learned that presence, attention, and love cannot be replaced by money or status. 10 years ago, I realized another truth. Life is unpredictable. Illness, accidents, even small misunderstandings can take away what we think is permanent. I began writing letters to my children, letters that I could not say aloud in person, expressing my love, my hopes, and my apologies for the times I had failed to be there. Some of these letters I mailed, some I left for them to find in their drawers. Each one was a way of bridging the gaps of the past, of healing old wounds, and of creating new lasting memories. Even today at 74, I look back at the life I once lived and see it in two halves. The first half, where I chased the wrong priorities, measured my worth in money and accomplishments, and missed the essence of living. And the second half, where I learned that the moments spent with loved ones, the laughter shared, the simple acts of kindness, and the time devoted to being present are what give life its true meaning. I remember an evening a few years back when I sat in the living room with my grandchildren. They were building a Lego castle, their tiny fingers working together, giggling and teasing each other. I watched them and felt a rush of emotion. For so long, I had been absent, lost in deadlines and meetings. And now, even at my age, I had the chance to witness the small wonders of life, the magic that often goes unnoticed. I realized then that every smile, every hug, every story shared is a treasure far greater than any paycheck or promotion. So here's what I want to tell you. If you are watching this and thinking you have time, please remember you may not. Call your parents, hug your children, listen to your spouse, spend time with those you love. Don't wait for the right moment, because life doesn't wait. Even a single afternoon, a small conversation, a shared meal can change everything. I also want to share something very personal. Sometimes, even in the years I tried to make amends, I couldn't undo everything. There were moments lost forever, birthdays missed, arguments left unresolved. But the effort, the presence, the intentional love made the remaining years meaningful. I've learned that we cannot change the past, but we can transform the future by being conscious of our actions today. If I could go back and speak to my younger self, I would say, Thomas, slow down. Don't chase the illusion of success without love. Measure life not by how much you earn or achieve, but by how much you give, how much you care, and how deeply you connect with those around you. And that's why I'm sharing this story today. I hope it inspires someone somewhere to pause and reflect on their life, to cherish the people they love, and to act before it's too late. Life is fleeting, and regret can be heavy, but love, attention, and presence can heal, connect, and transform. So please, if this story touches your heart, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, especially those who, like me, are in their 70s, in their golden years, or even in their late 60s. Remind them that it's never too late to act, to love, and to make life meaningful. I'm 74. I have lived, I have stumbled, I have learned, and I am still learning every single day. Life moves quietly, slipping through our fingers, but every moment of conscious love and presence can echo far beyond what we ever imagine. Remember, it's never too late to tell someone you care, to laugh together, to be present, and to create memories that last longer than time itself.